What a morning! You guys, Nikon has finally set a release date for the Nikon NIKKOR Z 85mm 1.8S lens. Heck yeah! I woke up this morning to the news that this hotly anticipated lens will start shipping September 5th. That gives us a month to drool over its specs, dream of what it will do for us attached to our camera. Now, the 85mm f1.8S is the 6th Z-mount lens from Nikon. Crazy how quickly these guys are pumping these things out, huh? So, at f1.8, it's the third such lens joining the 35mm and the 50mm versions. Obviously, this is the longest prime lens that Nikon has yet blessed us with. Now, I don't shoot a ton of portraits, but you can bet I'll be forcing my son to be my model once this sucker arrives at my door. So let's get into some of the good stuff and examine the specs of this bad boy. Size-wise, it's about what you would expect from an 85mm prime. It's just shy about 4 inches long and about 3 inches in diameter. It weighs just over 1 pound. This makes this lens bigger and heavier than the 35mm and the 50mm, but it's surprisingly not that much bigger and heavier. From a design standpoint, this lens looks like its Z-mount sibling. It's dark, sleek, beautiful, as though Darth Vader himself was in charge of the design. As you'd expect, it's dust resistant and water resistant and has the same fast, quiet autofocus system that the 35mm and the 50mm Z-mount lens offers. In fact, this lens has a brand new multi-focus system that has 2 autofocus drive units inside the lens. These drive units are precisely synchronized, so the autofocusing is not only fast and accurate, but it also significantly reduces aberrations as well. That's pretty cool. From a construction standpoint, this lens has 12 elements in 8 groups, which includes 2 extra low dispersion elements for minimizing color fringing. Nikon has also included Nano Crystal Coating as well, which greatly reduces ghosting and flare. On the lens barrel, you'll find a control ring that can be used for manual focus. You can also customize the control ring for focusing aperture adjustments and exposure compensation. Yeah, this little bugger right here. Now this is a 2470. I actually have it set up on one of my user profiles for that with a back button focusing, and I'm using the control ring to control the exposure compensation. It's actually quite interesting. Obviously, this is a lens that should be a rock star for wedding photography, event photography, and other kinds of portraiture. This particularly is true for if you downloaded I think it was last month, where Nikon had the 2.0 firmware for your Z6 or Z7. That's because the latest firmware update added eye detection, autofocus, and a few other goodies that will improve or increase the capacity of this lens as a badass portrait lens. Of course, the 85mm, guys, focal length is ideal for distortion-free portraits that are flattering and look natural. As you'd expect, reports from Nikon are that this thing is surprisingly sharp from edge to edge with beautiful buttery bokeh that is thanks to its 9 rounded aperture blades rather. Nikon also thinks people will turn to this 85mm f1.8 for video work. I, for one, I can't wait to test it out for that, especially for shooting B-roll and detailed shots for my videos. Now, if you're into astrophotography, oh yeah, this lens might be for you as well. The way Nikon has designed the optics of this lens, and other Z-mount lens for that matter, the points of light are rendered extremely sharp. That means shooting images of the night sky could be one of the lens's best strengths. Like I mentioned earlier, this lens will begin shipping September 5th, which is about a month from now. Pricing is set to be just shy about $800, so as far as lenses go, it's priced well if you ask me. Now, I have linked below the video for more information and also direct links to where you can get yours or pre-order it, and just let me know in the comments below what you think of this lens. Would this be a lens that you would sport in your camera bag or not? As always, if this video was helpful, please like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and punch the bell to be notified when we have new videos. All right, friend, we'll see you in the next video.